Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Chemical Guys Detail Garage. Today in the shop we got this massive truck behind me which calls for a massive wash. So today we're going to be showing you guys our tips and tricks on how to clean up your truck. Alright guys, so first things first, it wouldn't be a truck wash if we didn't have a dedicated truck soap. Now today we're going to be using our Tough Mudder truck wash. Yes, this soap, it's awesome for trucks. If you go off-roading, if you have ATVs, UTVs, any TVs, you name it, this stuff is going to do great for cleaning up that heavy grime, that heavy mud, and it also lays down a sealant which helps prevent the buildup of mud in the future. So we're definitely going to use some of this today. We do have our 2-bucket method right here with our 2 dirt traps and our 2 buckets. I'm going to go ahead and dunk these in, get those set up. And we're also going to be using our TORQ foam blaster. Now we're using the foam blaster because we want to get a nice thick rich layer of suds going on the truck. As you can imagine, this is a big truck. We don't want to be going back and forth with our buckets, so we want to make sure to give it a nice coat of soap so that everything gets nice and lubricated and we get that nice cleaning action going on. And lastly, with all these awesome accessories and chemicals that we have going on, what better way to clean our truck than by using our big Mofo. Now this right here, you see it right there. Plain and simple, it's a big Mofo. This right here, it's an ultra plush, soft Chenille microfiber wash mitt that's gonna do an excellent job at covering a large surface, knocking off all that dirt, all that grime, all that mud, all that stuff that's on your truck, knocks it off super easily and super convenient because you have a nice big wash mitt to work it with. So I'm gonna set that down. First things first, we're gonna have to go ahead and rinse off the truck. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a light rinse with our foam blaster nozzle. If you guys don't know, but the foam blaster also comes with this nozzle here. That's what connects to your garden hose. This hooks up directly to your foam blaster itself, but you can also take it off and use it as a washer nozzle when you wanna go ahead and rinse off your car. So it works for both. You can use it to rinse your car, rinse your grass, whatever you wanna do with it. It works out amazing for all those things. So we're gonna give this truck a quick light rinse, make sure that we knock off a lot of that loose dirt and debris, and then come back when we're ready to foam. All right guys, so now that the car is rinsed, now it's time to set up our buckets. So I already put our dirt traps in our buckets, but I forgot to put soap. So I'm gonna grab our Tough Mudder wash, and I'm gonna dedicate my bucket that has the black dirt trap as my soap bucket, and the bucket that has the blue dirt trap as my rinse bucket. So I'm gonna put about an ounce of soap in here. 1 good squirt, that's all I need. And then I'm gonna set up my foam blaster. Now my foam blaster, I already pre-filled it with some water. So now I'm just gonna put some Tough Mudder soap in there. Now with the foam blaster like this, you can apply anywhere from 1 to 2 ounces. I'm just gonna apply the 2 ounces just so that I get that nice and deep clean. So 2 ounces, you can measure in a measuring cup. If not, then you wanna eyeball it. It's pretty much equivalent to about 2 good squirts. 1, 2, we're good to go. So I set that down, get my foam blaster nozzle on here, set that up. Now, once you put on your nozzle, you want to make sure to stir it. You don't want to shake it. You want to make sure that the soap mixes in with the water. You don't want it to foam up within the bottle because then you're going to be shooting up foam and you don't really get that thick layer of suds. You get more of kind of like a fluffy kind of foam. So this way you get a thicker soap and you get better suds and better lubrication. So once that's nice and shaken up, now we can go ahead and get ready. Before I get ready to foam the vehicle, I'm actually gonna activate my suds that I put into my soap bucket. So I'm just gonna grab my nozzle here. I'm gonna stick it in there and just activate the suds just by using the pressure of the nozzle. And just like that, you activate your suds so that you get the best use out of your soap and you get the best lubrication properties. So now that that's set, I'm gonna grab my big Mofo, stick that in there. That's a big sucker right there. So it's gonna soak up tons of cleaning suds, tons of lubrication. So I kind of let that lather in there, just kind of let it marinate whilst I'm foaming the vehicle. So now that we have that set, now I'm gonna grab my foam blaster, plug that in. All you have to do is pull back on your nozzle here, push that in, lock it into place, and you're ready to start foaming. It's that easy. No pressure washer necessary, just a garden hose, and you got yourself some nice thick suds. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this to my power dial. I like to put it on 5 because that creates the maximum amount of foam. If you want a more intense foam, if you wanna kind of preserve this bottle and make it last about 2 or 3 cars, you can play around with the settings. You can put 1, 2, that's gonna give you like a very light amount of suds. So if you have a lightly dirty car, that may be something you wanna look into, but we want the thickest suds. So we're gonna throw it on power setting 5 and we're gonna get these suds going on. So stay tuned. All right guys, so now that we finished foaming the car, I can detach my foam blaster here and set down my nozzle. I'm actually gonna activate the suds again, just because I wanna make sure that when I use my wash mitt on there, that I have the best lubrication. So you'll see right now, I'll grab my big Mofo wash mitt and to show you guys why this wash mitt's so awesome. So get a nice thick layer of suds, clean suds on there. Now we can actually wipe down the truck. I'm gonna show you guys why the big Mofo wash mitt is so cool, because it's so huge that I can cover a large surface area. As you guys can see, I'll do almost half of a hood in just like 2 passes. The fender I can pretty much knock on in 1 pass, along with the rest of the hood. And this wash mitt is just so awesome because, like I mentioned, it's just so massive that you can cover the majority of your truck, especially if you have a truck this big. This is definitely gonna help you out with cleaning it, because you're not gonna have to do so many wipes as opposed to with the smaller wash mitt. So this is gonna definitely help you out, save yourself a lot of time, and it's so huge that you can get more surface area done before coming back to your rinse bucket. So I'm gonna continue with the front end here. As you guys can see, this wash mitt's so massive that I can actually do the whole hood, my whole front end, and a lot more just by, doing a single little pass. So now that I've done this section, I'm gonna come back to my rinse bucket here. Now my rinse bucket, I'm gonna go ahead and dunk my wash mitt in there. Because remember, I wanna go ahead and knock off a lot of this dirt and grime. And also do the other side as well, so that you knock off any kind of loose debris and dirt that gets stuck onto your wash mitt. Once you do that, take it out, bring it out, and then come back to your soap bucket to grab some more cleaning suds. So now I'm done with that, I'm just gonna take it out, wring out any excess water, because this thing is massive. They don't call this thing the big Mofo for no reason. So once you do that, you come back to your truck, finish the remaining panels. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the top just because I'm gonna have to grab a ladder and get up there. But as you guys can see, this is definitely gonna help me out with that process, because I'm gonna pretty much be able to cover the entire roof with just 2 strokes. So that's one of the very many reasons why having a big Mofo wash mitt on your side while washing your truck is gonna be a huge benefit. So I'm gonna finish washing up the rest of the truck, and I'll be back with you guys once we're ready to dry the truck. All right guys, and what better way to wrap up this big truck detail with the big drying towel like the woolly mammoth. So this towel is great because it's massive, it's plush, it's super soft, and it's silk edge, which means that it's gonna go ahead and dry up this whole truck, no problem. With it, I'm gonna be using our afterwash drying aid. Now, if you guys haven't heard about afterwash is a huge lifesaver when drying huge trucks like this, because it's gonna definitely help you out with breaking down the tension of the water that's on the surface. So if you guys wanna check this out, you guys come on this side. If you guys check out the hood right here, you have all your water spots still are on there. When you use afterwash on that, it's gonna break down the water tension. So when I spray directly, I want you to check out how the water reacts when I spray it. It breaks it down so that you have a lot more easier of a time to go ahead and scoop it up with the microfiber drying towel. So now that I've done a little section, I'm gonna grab my woolly mammoth towel here, and I'm simply gonna drape it on there, pull right down. Check that out guys, and admire the nice streak-free dry. Afterwash is also manufactured with gloss enhancers, so not only do you get that nice slick feel when you're drying your car, but you get a nice high gloss finish. So you can go ahead and replicate this throughout the truck. Like I mentioned, it is going to make your life a lot easier when it comes to drying it, because it's going to make it so that you can easily dry with just one pass of your towel. So we're going to continue with drying the truck, and we'll show you guys the final results. And there you guys have it. Nice and squeaky clean truck. It looks amazing. And we had an awesome experience washing it using the big Mofo wash mitt, our woolly mammoth drying towel, and a bunch of other cool stuff. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to pick up any of the products that we mentioned here today, make sure to visit our website, chemicalguys.com, or your local detail garage store. My name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage, and we'll see you guys next time.